Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Medieval Intruder, and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War, where it can't be denied, war has changed a little bit. Once upon a time, all our efforts were focused here on the perfidious Poles, but no longer. Now these days, it kind of feels like the French are the bigger concern, especially as there's peace between France and England. No, I don't approve of that one little bit. But we have set up a nice defensive line against the French here. We have got Iron Bruges, which also needs some improvements, but we can go straight into a bloody fortress. Ooh, oh, poor Sven of Milton Keynes. He's getting old, he's hit 50, so he's gone straight into his old person portrait. Yeah, we could just go straight up to a fortress. Honestly, probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, go on then. In all fairness, building a fortress gets you kind of, way more production than building a load of different buildings. Like, I'd have to build, like, several tiers of this and also some stables and whatever to get up to what a fortress gives me. So go on then. Fortress it is. Lovely. Let's just get that place ridiculously well defended. Metz is already building some basic stuff there. That's a castle. Okay, so Iron Bruges is going to basically immediately overtake Metz. Marvellous. So that's fine. Hopefully, Metz won't come under attack. Hopefully they'll go for Iron Bruges first if they're going for anyway, because this army feels closer to there. If they do go for there first, hopefully we can take it. I have also had a thought up here, which is, rather than just having troops sitting around here in Lasagna II, why would these troops just be here? They're not doing anything here. So, we do still have the Russian survivors. I feel like, honestly, we probably ought to go over here and just make sure the Russians never again cause us any trouble whatsoever. Because in all fairness, that's just a castle, and now we know that the horde has showed up all the way down here. So for the time being, that part of the world is safe. Finishing off Russia, once and for all, probably not the worst thing in the world. Especially as that would mean, yeah, with less threats in this part of the world, probably Einstein-Kilson could actually head back over towards the west and do something more useful over here. Because we've probably got too many generals over here not really doing much right now. So, maybe just a handful of extra troops just to make sure. Because, yeah, we've got plenty of spies around here. That's just some good quality cavalry. Nothing special. Basic crappy archers up there. Get rid of you. What are you? Don't know. But it's not nothing. It's probably a bit damaged, but it's not nothing. We know that's pretty damaged. But there's loads of generals to hack through. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more here just to hack through all of this. Actually, we can start off just by basically repairing some troops. Fine, let's just keep repairing troops for the time being. And then recruit a little bit more too. There we are, more Viking raiders. But at some point, yeah, I think we're heading over to finish off the remnants of the Russian Empire over there. Just to get them out of the way once and for all. Because once that's done, we should be in pretty good shape to... Yeah, in all fairness, the Poles haven't really done much, but I'm concerned they're building a very big army around here. So we've got a great big army here as well. How long is it till we've actually got... 2 turns only. After 2 turns, then yeah, actually, the Poles could start coming for me again. That's something worth wondering about, but I'm more concerned over here. I really hope the Hungarians take this area. I mean, sadly, the Imperials have got reinforcements coming in, which is very, very sad indeed, but I'd love the Hungarians to take Nuremberg. I'd love it so much. Ah, yes, and don't forget over here in northern Italy, a whole bunch of flipping merchants have just shown up. So, you can get a bit of extra money by sniping them. You're the really good one, so there's not much we can do to you. But this is not going to go down well with the Papal States, but whatever. We'll be having your stuff off you. That's an extra just 500 because you weren't very good. What has that just done there? Ooh, Robber Baron. Ooh, 10 out of 10. I think you were already 10 out of 10, actually. If we just add this up. Actually, yeah, if we add up all his traits, he actually gets up to 13 right now, together with being -3 from personal security. So he's very easy to assassinate, potentially. But, yeah, still 10 out of 10. I don't think the game actually keeps track of anything beyond 10. I don't think you can go beyond 10. So even though he's technically 13, he doesn't actually get any benefit from it, sadly. It's capped. And don't forget about little Riga up here. Riga that most definitely needs a merchant's wharf. Let's get some trade going on there. Beautiful. Poor old Helsinki. How's Helsinki doing? Helsinki growing very, very slowly. Fine. Have some farming upgrades. Please hurry up and grow. Also, this guy's been here since the beginning. I should really head over and deal with him at some point. Poor Helsinki. Still, this is the same turn I believe we actually took Marseille, and we have spent an awful lot of money. But even then... We couldn't afford to get Genoa up to a huge stone wall, but that's fine because we've just spent a load of money on a bunch of really expensive things, so hopefully there won't be as much to build over the coming turns. Maybe we'll be able to afford it then. I'm sure it'll be fine, but yeah, of particular interest to watch this turn. What are the French planning to do now? The Imperials versus the Hungarians, and over here, yeah, the Sicilians. They've got Corsica under siege. I'd like them to come to me. I don't really want to go out and deal with them because there's quite a few of them and they are tougher than me, unquestionably. They've brought superior troops, so I'm going to let those guys come to me, and if need be, let's just maybe get a couple of extra troops in production, over here. Let's just get some extra troops over here, just to actually send over, like, it's a militia army, but these sword staff militia, effective against armour, they'll actually do a pretty decent job, I'd say. Plus, bit of extra cavalry. It's not great cavalry, but it would at least be able to chase off those crossbowmen. Throw all that together, we've got at least the start of an okay, okay-ish militia army that could head over here and relieve Corsica if need be. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, the French diplomats continue their never-ending journey to be literally everywhere on the map simultaneously. Assassins coming in. Of concern, okay, watch out for them. We might need to send our own assassin over there to basically relieve ourselves against the French assassins, because I'm concerned they might be coming for me. But I've got my own assassin nearby. He might be able to just take out the assassins. Right, French response most oh dear. Yeah, the French are coming. They're not thrilled by the whole Marseille situation. I might need, that militia army I was trying to potentially go and relieve Corsica. Might need to head over to Marseille in a bloody hurry. Gotcha. Right. Holding out against the French might be a bit... Are the Imperials coming to chat to the Mongols? I think they are. I mean, it looks like they're trying to chat to the city, but I know they can't. Because, unless of course maybe he had like a preset move that he couldn't see. So he tried to speak to them but couldn't actually do it. But never mind. Oh, Imperial Assassins heading south. There's literally nothing south apart from the Pope. That's interesting. Imperials, surely you're not thinking about anything like that. Now, is that big army going to go and attack the Hungarians? Probably it is. Surely it is, in fact. Spies moving around, coming over to Hamburg. That's fine. That's fine. We're happy to, host a spy. We've got, look at all that traffic on the road. Hamburg making good money these days. You heading over... Yep. Unsurprising. Please lose. Please... Oh. No. Do they actually want to do the attack? They're just moving everything into position first. Now the attack? I think now that... Yeah, now he's attacking, and now that's got to be enough strength there. I mean, that's clever by the Imperials. They lost. They just lost! What? Oh my god, Hungary might actually do it. Hungary might actually flipping do it. Go, Hungary, go. I believe in you, please. Please take Nuremberg. Oh, my goodness. Come on, no. All of this is boring. Wait, what? That was a Spanish army. That was a Spanish army? Was that a Spanish army marching against Bordeaux? Oh, my goodness. I need to get spies over there right the hell now. If Spain... I mean, what even has Spain got at this? I've no idea what Spain's got. I mean, I assume on, like, their third or fourth turn, and we're on turn 75 right now, they, like, tried to take Valencia... and failed, and they never recovered, but they might just be sitting on what's still most of their starting army, same as presumably Scotland. I should check on Scotland, by the way, because Scotland, I know they're now at war with Portugal, so Scotland might actually be under siege. Their one city, Edinburgh, might be... Nope, they've given up. Sicily's just given up. Not too surprising, really. They totally couldn't take this area. Now they're naffing off. Possibly more important things happening down south. Oh, here come the Byzantines again, probably begging for an alliance. No... No. I've got precious few friends in the world, alright? I'm happy to keep the ones I've got. I'm not giving up the Venice situation. So you heading over to there, having a chat to Moscow. Now, hopefully, he'll stay up north and not return to their one remaining castle. Because if I could get to the castle before he gets home, that'd be perfect. Then we've just got Moorish diplomat heading up there. Probably nothing he wants from me. Hopefully at some point they'll want peace. Yeah, the French are the concern here. The French are the really big concern. But... the fleet's naffing off. The Moorish peacekeeping forces are not besieging the territory, so they're just basically going to do their job as peacekeeping forces once again. Good, the Moors have seen the light. Probably nothing major from Egypt. I wouldn't be surprised to see them throw some more troops up in Aleppo. Now I have got Antioch. Yeah, it's very likely they'll just try and reinforce that area. English still wanted to have a chat with the Russians for no well-explained reason. English princess visited Spain, didn't like it, heading back north at the minute. English have got some good armies going on here, by the way. Heading north. Ooh. Okay. With, yeah, the whole situation with France temporarily at peace. The English might be looking to take out Scotland. No. No, England. Are you making eyes at Iron Bruges? Like, I know technically, you know, your troops actually did most of the work taking Iron Bruges, but regardless, it's mine now, screw you. And that Portuguese army still doesn't know what it's bloody doing. Marvellous. Now, the Poles. Are you just going to keep gathering strength around your... Yeah. Just more and more strength being gathered around your capital. Fine. They just basically desperately want to hold their own capital, unsurprisingly. But come on, end your turn. I want to see what the Hungarians are doing, damn it. If you're just going to basically just hide around your own capital, that's fine. But, oh, it's the Hungarians. Come on. Come on. Come on, you magnificent, magnificent bastards. You've basically shattered every flipping army in the Empire right now. Come on. Come on, get in there. Actually, they might need more turns to train more. No! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! Oh, I'm so sorry. You came so close. Send in the reinforcements. You've got reinforcements right there. Go, go, go. There's a big army outside Vienna. Just send them in. Send in that big force up there. Just get... Yes, that's right. Oh, if they attack right now, if they just merge all those armies together, they can get to Nuremberg long before the actual Imperials can rebuild, because there's no castles in that part of the world. It's all just flipping towns. They can do this. Oh, come on, you magnificent bastards. I believe in you. And the Inquisitors just keep moving around as well. Now this should be another... Yep. Another city has just collapsed. And the Mongols are now just on their way. Still kind of deciding where they want to go next. I've got plenty of spies in the region. Everything's fine for the time being. Pirates heading in that direction, good. Hopefully they'll run into the English fleet. The English have a really powerful fleet. They can take out any pirates for me. I don't need my own fleet right now. Large town Breslau's ready for an upgrade. That's 15,000. We're sitting on 15,000. Finally, the economy's actually bloody working. Good. Good, good, good. Problem here. Pretty major problem, in fact. French people everywhere. Get the spy a little bit further north, please. I just need to see what's going on here. So...
You are not my
this
liege.
is... There's some mailed knights in there. Crossbow militia are dangerous when they've got support. There's armoured sergeants. There's a few town militia, sure, but it's not much. And then they've got flipping dismounted field knights. There's mercenary crossmen in there. Loads more militia crossbow too. And finally, an actual catapult. Ooh, dear. That's going to be difficult. Meanwhile, what I've got here is acceptable, but not exactly great. Yeah. Worrying. How good are you? You're terrible. Good. Good, good, good. Can we get to you this turn? Not quite, but we'll finish you off next turn. That's fine. So we can take out their assassins. And it looks like, actually, the one advantage is they're not sending a general. There's a general right here who doesn't look that great. He's young and not particularly skilled. But yeah, if this force is coming this way, I need the reinforcements heading over there now. How good are you, by the way? Only 2 out of 10. Okay, that's fine. Nothing major. Yeah, we need to get reinforcements heading in that direction now. We can do without the spear militia. I think that'll be fine. But well-armoured crossbowmen can be heading in that direction. Yeah, sorry, Milan. You can have a lowered tax rate to compensate you for all of that. You can also have yourself more sword staff militia, and go on then a handful of cavalry as well. 2 sword staff, 3 crossbows. There's just not enough. Yeah, there's no decent heavy infantry here. What I need is actually to train some of that over here. Hang on, let's just merge you guys together, please. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've just realised we've got one hell of a... Oh, but... Oh. Oh. Okay. So, what's going on right now is there's a Polish fleet right next to a Papal States fleet. If I attack the Poles right now, then the Pope will go to war with me, and as a result, the Poles will be excommunicated. But if I attack the Poles, I'll probably be excommunicated. If I attack them... Yeah, attacking this character will result in excommunication. I can attack the Poles right now, and basically in a mutually assured destruction scenario, both of us end up excommunicated. So I'm not willing to take it. Hopefully, they will kind of end up floating next to each other next turn, when there's no longer the papal decree saying we can't attack each other. Then I can get Poland excommunicated, and that will be good. But anyway, back to Corsica. I just need to train some basic lads here. I just need, yeah, some proper dismounted Huskarls. Just get 3 of those guys coming in just to help hold the walls right here. We've got enough. Well, we've got some. I can't even train Norse archers here, unfortunately. That's a shame. I will be able to soon, just not quite yet. Fine. Just use dismounted Huskarls. Heavy infantry will hold the walls. The walls will stand firm against proper heavy infantry. The French are sending a large army, but it's a bit all over the shop. I think we can handle this. Sadly, they've mobilised a bit faster than I thought, so I was hoping to be able to hold this bridge against them. But I don't think that's going to work just because they're going to get here too soon. Unless you can... No, there's no way you're going to get to this bridge next turn. And this army I don't think is strong enough to hold the bridge. Let's just step outside for a second here. What's available to hire? You know, I'm going to buy these guys right now, if only so they can't. That's fine. Extra mercenary crossbowmen, not the worst thing in the world. I mean, this force has got a lot of indirect fire. We could just say screw it and try and hold the bridge. Okay, what else can I train here? What am I allowed to... Ooh, I didn't realise, actually. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. There's really, really good troops here as well. With my own sword staff militia, backed up by mercenaries either side, I might be able to hold the bridge. Yeah, you know what? I might just be able to. Yeah, you know what? More crossbow militia as well. Just a bit more. Do I need more in the way of... I don't have much in the way of spearmen here. Yeah, maybe just some backup spearmen just for reserves. I think potentially, if we get a good look at that army, seeing what it does next turn, we might be able to... Well, unless these guys come... If those guys come down here and cross the bridge, that means even if I take them on, I won't be able to get to the bridge. If these guys come down here next turn, they'll arrive about... Yeah, they'll get to about here. Then if I fight them, the fight will take up movement points, so I won't be able to get to the bridge. But if I take all these troops and head to the bridge now, then I won't be able to hold Marseille, because the population's actually pretty bloody high. So, how much of its happiness is garrison? Only 50% actually. There's a bit of glory floating around because of the fact we destroyed faction recently. If we reduced... I could send most of this north. But there's this small force here, but that's nothing really. Is that, can that make it to... That could actually make it to Marseille next turn as well. So we've got to watch out. Yeah, but these guys could help reinforce Marseille. Okay. Just to get to the bridge while I still can, this is probably worth doing. What do I want to leave behind? I'll leave behind you and you. Then I'm going to head north to that bridge. Reduce the tax rate to low. Then they're happy. We've got more troops coming in. And we've got troops being relieved coming in as well. So these troops coming in over here. I should train. I've got more troops training here. And I should get more troops training here as well. Because quite frankly, when you've got a large stone wall, I've got free upkeep units times 5 anyway. So there's no reason not to have 5 units. Because, you know, they're free. So let's just get... spear militia, more crossbows, and some horses. I'm pretty sure these do count as militia and thus can be free upkeep. I'm not sure if the war clerics can. I'll keep an eye on that next turn, see if it's allowed. I would assume they would. So, yeah, we'll have to see about that. But yeah, there we are. If these guys try and head south now, I don't think they'll dare try and take me on. But the French might be on their way. Interesting fact about this point, by the way. If they attack me, the only units allowed to take part are the 9 squares of me and then the 8 that encircle me. Now, there's clearly, because I can see here, there's mountains filling that square, meaning the largest number of French armies that can take me on in one go is 2. The one in front of me, and the one over here on this square. The ones over here or over here won't be allowed into the battle. Now, because the French armies are split into 4 or 5, depending if this guy wants to get involved or not, 2 at a time, that I can handle. Okay, we've possibly got a decent chance here. Though, as I'm swimming in money right now, I'm going to... Ooh, more... Yeah, you know what? Screw it. More mercenary crossbowmen. Never turn down mercenary crossbowmen, that's fine. And we can also take out this assassin, and this guy should hopefully be safe for 1 turn against that guy, because he's only 2 out of 10. That should be fine. If he dies to an assassin, that would be very, very unlucky. And then we've got this guy here. Oh, yeah, oh, it's mainly spear militia. But the Hungarians are not giving up, damn it. They just desperately, desperately want Nuremberg. I don't know why. Maybe Nuremberg has really good beer. If you live in Nuremberg, let us know in the comments what's so damn great about it the Hungarians want. But never mind, the Hungarians want it. And honestly, if this force basically pushes in over the next 2 turns... I'm not sure what the Imperials are going to be able to do to stop them. Like, maybe the entire army of Frankfurt could come down here to reinforce, but if they did, I'd be thrilled, because at this point, the Imperials are just being bled dry by this war against the Hungarians. It's bloody great. Though, yeah, one more turn. The Poles can attack me next turn. It's possible they'll go onto a war footing almost immediately. Need to be careful of that. And Thorn's finished building something. Plus 5%. Ah, yes, of course, we've got Magnus up there. So that could be a citadel sooner rather than later. I'm not sure if it's worth building a proper archery range yet. Is it worth it? No, I think we're actually fine. Let's just let this place grow at 5% to go. That's growing pretty bloody quickly. And then we've got... You are fine. We've got more troops to retrain around here. Just a handful. Just mounted Huskars, nothing major. Add in some Norse archers and some scouts. Get you moving once again. Yeah, pretty soon we should actually have a pretty decent army there. And I tell you what, yeah, Einstein-Kilson can actually lead it. Why the bloody hell not, eh? Unless he's... Oh, no, technically he's got really poor morale and stuff. He's brave, though. Yeah, maybe you should just head back over to, like, Vikinggrad and manage that and leave this over to flipping Bolslaw the Merciless. Kind of, you know, going and hunting everyone down and murdering them at the end of the world. That feels like something that someone called the Merciless would do. So maybe you should just, like, you know, head back to civilization at this point. Yeah, that's probably for the best. You just head back to civilization and build a few watchtowers on the way. Actually, while you're passing by, if you can drop a watchtower here so we can keep an eye on Kiev, that'd be marvellous. Oh, Kiev looks a little vulnerable. Kiev does look a little bit vulnerable. That'd be nice. If we could take Kiev and Vilnius, then the Poles would have very little left, to be perfectly honest. Because, yeah, it would just be a bunch of... Ooh, that's a fortress. Now that'll be a little bit harder to take. But yeah, look at this. I mean, 1 unit. 1 unit. 3 units. What's over here? That's a bunch of units. Fine, that's a bit harder to take. Feels to me like the Poles are in trouble. They can't afford that much right now, and everything they've got is pretty much on the field over here. They're just desperately trying to protect their capital, because it is pretty much encircled at this point. So, interesting, interesting, interesting. Now, the question is, do I want to go straight over to Aleppo, with its 3 units there? Let's just send... I don't have a spy nearby, so I'm just going to send a priest. It's the factionaire, peasants, and peasant archers. It's like there's nothing there. There's really nothing there. And basically, oh yeah, meanwhile over here in Damascus, in the capital, the faction leader, 2 more family members, loads of troops. Yeah, actually, I think we take Aleppo. It's quite possible the Mongols heading in this direction, but yeah, interesting. Also, it's really weird that obviously, by the rules of this game, when they've taken a city and they leave it rebel, they actually leave, obviously, a rebel garrison left behind. They've burnt large parts of it down, so when you actually move into it yourself, you'll see there, like, you know, there's loads of money that needs to be spent repairing stuff. But there's a rebel army left garrisoning it. It's not like it's just empty, you can just move in because it's been left abandoned. No, there's spear militia, an Armenian archers, an Armenian cavalry, and Armenian archers, because, yeah, obviously this is an area up by Armenia, so therefore there's loads of, like, Armenian troops floating around. But, why did the Mongols allow those guys to be around and hold the place? Like, it just strikes me as odd the Mongols don't say no and go back in and murder them again. But basically, as long as the city's rebel, the Mongols basically say, you know what, can't be bothered with this. Now, which direction they go next is really important. I would love to see movement over here. Towards Trebizond would be perfect. Then they'd be stuck above this mountain range, and they'd be stuck heading down over here. And we might avoid them entirely, and that would just be perfect. Still, troops here. Can we actually make it over? Yeah, we can easily make it around to Aleppo right now. That'd be really nice. Let's get a port going on here, obviously, because Antioch is growing very, very nicely indeed. Yeah. Aleppo, population almost 3,000. Let's just get our troops over there, because we've got a whole bunch of troops here I can't actually repair, so I may as well just get them over there in order to help out. So, Ulf the Sly, you're cracking on, please. Actually, can your... Ooh, you can actually get your ballistas over there right now as well. Nice. Just in case they slowly run shut, I'm going to send everyone else first, and I'm going to merge the ballistas in after that point. That's just, yeah, castle, not a fortress. So the ballistas can just open the gates, and life is pretty much good. So, just need some... I don't have any proper heavy spearmen, unfortunately. That's fine. This should be enough to do the job, to be honest. We'll just leave... Yeah, 1 unit of scouts here. That's absolutely fine. There we are. That's there. And then we'll just send the ballista round to join you. How's Antioch doing? Antioch's not doing so hot. Could we maybe get them some reinforcements? Could some scouts... Scouts can't quite make it this turn. Oh, well, never mind. Antioch might have a small amount of rioting to do. It's fine. Everything's under control. In all fairness, there's not much in Antioch they can actually burn down if they riot. I mean, they've got... Yeah, they could maybe damage the town guard. Yay. I think it's fine, to be perfectly honest. Let's get Aleppo off the Egyptians, then they'll have nothing left but Damascus. After that's done, honestly, I'd be happy to make peace with them. I can't be bothered dealing with Damascus. It's pretty... yeah. It's pretty full up. Unless, of course, at any point they stupidly, like, send all their troops out to go one direction, in which case troops from the other direction can just basically swarm in, take the city, and turn their army into a rebel army. That'd be fine, too. After we're done with that, Adana probably wouldn't be a bad target. Take Aleppo, take Adana, then Edessa up here, that's a town, not a castle. And honestly, it's a bit close, yeah. Maybe we just get into Aleppo right now, take it, and then start fortifying like crazy in the hope that, yeah, Aleppo, then Acre, and then finally Gaza. In the event that they do decide to swing south, we can stop the Mongols with those 3 in a row. Those 3 speed bumps might just do the job. Now, this Crown Prince of yours, is there anything I need to know about him? Ooh, courageous. +3 morale. Nice. Which would be fine, aside from the fact that, yeah, they're peasants and archers, so I don't really care how brave they are. We're just going to hack our way through them. It's fine. Also, you've got Seethes with Anger, which is good. That's -1 morale, so that works as well. Though actually, everyone's friend +2. Ooh, you've got some really nice morale bonuses, don't you? Marvellous. Well, you know what? Never mind. We're just going to kill you. So, nothing particularly dramatic here. Let's just get our little guys up front. We know these guys are going to have peasant archers, but shouldn't be in range of any of that. Then we'll just get our heavy cavalry lined up. Oh yeah, this will be plenty. This is just plenty to just basically walk straight in the front door. Okay, reinforced gates can be taken out, and in fact... Looks like they didn't even bother trying to hold the walls. Because, yeah, the AI kind of does that. Like, the AI will hold the walls if it knows it's holding the walls against something. Like, you know, if I've got a ladder, then they would have actually come over here in order to kind of hold the walls against the ladder. But if I'm just using, like, the ballista, then, you know, holding the walls doesn't do them much good because they're not holding the walls against anyone because no one's going up on the walls, so therefore they don't try and hold the walls. But it's kind of a bit of maybe an error in the way the game is programmed because it means, like, when you're doing it this way, they don't bother actually trying to, you know, hold the towers, which it feels like they kind of should do. Speaking of which, as they're making that mistake as usual... Get the troops up here, because the moment the gates are open, then they will try at that point and hold the gates. So I basically want all my troops in position to basically start running in the moment the gates fall, because right now the towers aren't active, because towers in this game only work when they're actually kind of being manned or there's troops nearby. So as a result, yeah, no, small amounts of movement. Okay, maybe they want to come down a little bit, but those just infantry. It's going to take them a little while to get there. 54. Yeah, if my ballista are accurate, then hopefully they'll be able to nail those gates before those guys actually make it down to us. Come on, ballista, it's up to you at this point. I kind of need you at this point to be really nailing your shots before such time as the Egyptian army shows up. 67, good. I think a bunch of you just nailed your shots in one go there. Let's do this. Come on, let's go into missile mode. Load that shot. And... You better be hitting. I'm actually going to be watching you to make sure you do. That was a hit. That was a hit. That was a miss. That was a hit, though. Alright, fine. The one I was watching didn't work. Where are they? They are... They're coming. But the gates are 87%. Come on. Come on, guys. There we go. Well done. Job done. Right, now. Let's get over there. And now, pause the game. Now, what's coming actually in right now is... missiles and peasants. Right, okay. Basically, all infantry, get inside right the hell now, please. Everyone just inside right now. Just block them off before they can get to me. And I think actually they've realised they're too late, so it looks to me like they're backing off towards the plaza. Well, that's just absolutely fine. Yes, indeed. Peasants and archers now falling back. Bit of a shame. I'd have liked to have actually killed those guys over here by the actual gates. That would have been just fine, but as it turns out, they don't want to do it. It's going to be a little bit of an awkward fight because, yeah, there's exact moment in time I don't have anything to actually take out the faction heir with, to be honest. And they've still got archers, which is annoying, unquestionably. Though, actually, if I could get my archers up to... no, that's probably not going to work. If I get my archers up to, like, round here, say... but then he's activated that. Archers up here might work. That might work to shoot down on some stuff. Yeah, that could work. Alright, fine. You know what? Let's just get my troops moving up in the right direction. So I'm pretty sure I'm... Actually, this door is... No, that door is marked as open. I wonder if I'm actually allowed to get my archers up here. Because you can see, no, it looks like it's saying it can't be done, sadly. Even though, yeah, you can see the doors are all open. I can't have my archers up here, which would be really, really cool. If I can get my archers over here... My archers over here feel like they wouldn't actually do that much. Maybe get my archers up on the walls just in case, eh? So you get up there, and all my infantry just basically start moving in this sort of a direction. And let's just get the horses in here just in case we need them as backup or to surround or whatever. I mean, there's a good chance... Oh, yeah, this is working. This is working right here. Right, okay, guys. You just walk away, slow things down here. If we can just lure the archers off, yeah. If the archers can just be lured off, that works for me. So, all of you guys, forward. Basically, I just want these guys to just charge the archers. They're reloading, and I'm hoping we can pin them before they actually... Yep. For some reason, they've decided they want to go forward, and they're reloading, and they are not actually fleeing. Good. Who made touch first? It was the Huskars! Good old Huskars. They're actually good in a protracted melee. So they should cut through these... Oh, yeah. They're going to cut through these archers like butter with their defense of 5. Beautiful. So that leaves nothing over here but bodyguard and the peasants. Spot on. Right, so now my guys are over there. My archers on that wall. That doesn't actually help me anymore because now there's no need for them to be over there. Now they can be over... Actually, here would be a lovely spot for them. Just shoot down here. That's spot on. So, archers still trying to fire. They're doing a tiny bit of damage there, but honestly, you know, they're taking out, like, you know, the odd 1 or 2 horses, whereas they've already lost, like, half their strength. And at this point, they're almost entirely surrounded by multiple units, massively outnumbered. I'm amazed they're still steady. Okay, they've gone down to shaken, but yeah, these guys would not just be wavering in Rome Total War 1. They'd already be broken, damn it. And there we go, finally. Good. So now, just make sure we ride them down, please. I want to make sure all these guys go. Okay, you're chasing them down the wrong way. I'm going to be 100% honest there. You are chasing those guys down backwards, but... Alright, fine, whatever. Luckily, they're stupid enough to come out and try again, so that's fine. We'll just ride them down a second time. There we are. Finish off to the last man this time. Much better. Now, hopefully this will work. I want you guys up to... No. Don't go there. Okay, get up on the walls, but do it, like, safely, please. I want you up on the walls safely. Can you... Okay, walking over there behind that guy, terrible idea. Alright, okay, you know what? Just go over here, you stupid bastards. Okay, I think they've figured it out. They're going to walk along the walls to here, and they're just going to shoot down all of this. And sure, in theory, possibly the towers will activate, but whatever, it'll 100% be worth it. So while they're doing all of that, I'm going to bring all my heavy infantry up to here in order to actually draw these guys forward. These guys are all fresh for the time being. Beautiful. So, time for the match of the century here. Let's just send in my dismounted Huskars to take on peasants. Good. I think you guys should win that fight. Okay, you guys should totally 100% win that fight. And then once you're done, just you guys move forward a little bit, please. Thank you. But yeah, I think you guys have got this, right? Yep, that should be about right. Now you guys start running, by the way, and start just hacking your way through these guys. Now, it's possible this guy will respond, but instead, as it turns out, yeah, peasants versus trained warriors. Yeah, I think the peasants aren't doing so hot, actually. Beautiful, well done. Right, you guys, just head over here, up to here as quick as you like, please. And then as soon as you're done, you can just start shooting at these guys in the back. And that will be absolutely perfect. Okay, final few archers have almost made it into position right now. These are good quality Norse archers. They're doing the job, damn it. And momentarily, just let them all get into position. You're through the gates. Final few coming up the towers and up the steps. They are exhausted, by the way, but never mind. They'll still do their jobs, I think. Get over there. And as soon as they're just in their final positions, that'll do. That's fine. Now, fire down here, please. Now, you've basically got a shot into the back of the factionaire. Spot on. Draw your bows and fire down. Lovely. Lovely. And these guys are... They're going into the spread out position. try and make them more resistant to arrow fire. But honestly, point blank range, advantage from above. Yeah, the first volley killed one of them, and these guys have got hit points. So the fact that one of them's already gone down is a really, really good sign. So down to 54. They're trying to get away. Yeah, that's fine. I just basically want these guys to just keep firing into the rear of these guys. That's fine. So at this point, probably, we can actually just have you guys going in and you guys going in. Spread yourself out over in this direction, please. Lovely. And then, yeah, at this point now, they're just being shot in the back. They're trying to get away from the archers, but they can't. They're just going to be shot in the back a lot. So, next volley comes in, 47. And these guys are going to drop down too, as a result. What have you gone down to here? No, 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 you're not getting away. You're not getting away. We're blocking your exit, thank you. So, more arrows just coming in. We're going to take a few knocks to our own guys, but it's worth it. These guys going down faster is always worth it. Because a prolonged slugging match against heavy cavalry, especially when it's bodyguards, always works out. Well, it works out well for your infantry in the end, but it takes a lot of casualties. It's worth, like, the odd arrow killing our own guys to get these guys down as fast as possible. Yeah, those arrows are definitely, like, taking a toll on our own men, but the rate at which these bodyguards are now going down, especially if we now concentrate fire on this little group over here... 16, a volley comes in, and I imagine momentarily that will start dropping. 15, only by 1 on that occasion. No, down to 14 too, lovely. Yeah, we're just basically chopping through them, it's fine. Oh, that was better. 15 drops to pretty much 11 in one go, beautiful. Final few now. Once it drops below 10, I'll probably just say screw it, we're doing too much damage to ourselves. We've done enough good work at this point. Yeah, that's down to 8. You guys start moving and then stop. You're not on fire at will, that'll be fine. Everyone, just focus your attention on this guy if you haven't already, please. Thank you. Yeah, final few charge in. Proper nice armor-piercing lads will tear through these guys in no time at all. And there goes down the leader, and I think that might have been the last one next to him too. Nope, there's still one more. Never mind. There he goes. Job done. Yeah, nice and simple. I mean, like, once there's not that many enemies, you can do clever things with the walls. Like, I really did like the way walls worked in Medieval 2. Like, it made a lot of sense. The fact that, like, in Rome 1, you could just basically run around taking all the walls and they'd become yours. And then, like, mysteriously, like, you know, you just, I don't know, had a stern word with the guys inside who were firing the arrows and they decided they wanted to join your side. And then you could use the wall defenses to take down the defending army. That was just a bit odd. But, like, it does create some slightly odd things in the new system in Medieval 2 as well. Where, as long as, like, you know, the enemy's not standing close enough to the walls, you can just have your archers up there and tear them down from their own walls. But, you know, I did still like it. I thought it was still a good system. Well done, Ulf the Sly. Good job. So, Antioch moves into my possession. Honestly, not much point massacring them. They're happy. They're a castle. They're probably already a little bit on the... Yeah, they're Catholic enough for the time being. Maybe bring one more cardinal back here, just to be safe. And with that, I believe Egypt... Well, Egypt should be down to only one territory. But I suspect they're not. No. The game's saying they've got a second territory somewhere. Where? Where is it? Like, there's very few places in the world I can't see the ownership by hovering over them, by holding down right mouse. Like, unless they've somehow managed to take, like, the secret settlement down here, but surely they haven't, right? Well, who knows, probably they've taken over bloody Scotland or something. Scotland is not under siege. Okay, they've got... Ooh! Oh my! I got it backwards! I got it completely backwards. The Portuguese didn't actually attack the Scottish attacked the Portuguese. They've taken Dublin. Ireland is under occupation of Scotland right now. Oh my goodness, the Scottish have done something. Which, I know I shouldn't sound shocking, like, the Scottish are actually quite a good faction, they're a fun faction to play as, but, like, you know, normally after a faction just fails to do anything for 70 turns, they never do anything again. So, Scotland have successfully captured a territory. Who knows, maybe they'll go on to take over bloody Inverness at some point. Well done, lads! Which means now, sadly, there is only one failure to launch faction on the map, and it's Spain, who failed to ever achieve anything. Very, very sadly indeed, and probably never will. Apart from the fact, of course, that I now know, we just go over here, was that a... That's a Spanish army. It's a terrible Spanish army, but it's there. Okay. And there we are, chivalrous in rule for Ulf the Sly, purely because, yeah, he took that area and he just occupied it without actually doing anything. Enemy army rout, unsurprising, lovely. Just go over to the end of turn report. Yep, still looking good there, I'd say, though. Financially, the Mongols are doing better than us because, yeah, they've just basically rolled up and now they're sacking everything. So, not too surprising, really. Their economy's in good shape. They've got literally no cities to actually fund or build anything in. They're just going around slaughtering everything. Lovely. Now, Aleppo, what can we do with you? Honestly, not much at this point. Can't retrain those guys yet. We'll be able to, yeah, we'll be able to in time because it's castle. Just to give those guys a little bit of time. Probably just get garrison quarters set up as well, to be honest. That's probably fine. Actually, small chapel to start off with. Let's just make sure this place goes and stays Catholic, especially when there's so much bloody heresy floating around. Any chance, by the way, that you could make it? No, sadly, you can't quite make it back to Antioch. So Antioch might have a small amount of rioting, but honestly, there's limited damage that can actually do. Like, there's nothing in Antioch to actually knock down, really. And do I want to dare now go for Adana, or am I going to say, no, this is fine, this is enough for the time being? So I reckon this ought to be enough. But we'll have to see about that. Like, honestly, Adana as neutral zone between me and Turkey is probably safer. Is there a brothel here, by the way? No, there's no brothel here. I wouldn't mind having another spy, just so I can go and keep an eye on the Turks, just to make sure they're not coming in this direction. Like, it would be quite frankly weird at this point if they did decide to attack us, but if the forces at Mosul basically can avoid being attacked, then yeah, if these guys come down in this direction, then it's possible the forces of Mosul will be able to head up here and recapture large parts of this territory. Not impossible, anyway. I'm just going to get another spy in production here at Jerusalem. Yeah, we've got, oh, poor King Charles the Crusader. He's been on 2 bloody crusades, but he's only actually got 1 out of 10 chivalry because of all the various debuffs he's got on account of the assassins working in northern Italy. Poor guy. He's up to 3 out of 10, though. 3 out of 10. I swear he was at 2 out of 10 at one point. So he's getting a little bit better. But honestly, it's probably going to be up to Steve Stenger to lead us into the Golden Age. Ah, and Metz is done with its basic bows there. Beautiful. Ah, so we can retrain these guys. Good. These guys needed retraining. What else could we build here? I think we're okay for now. There's no point kind of merging those guys. They don't actually need to trade anything else here at all. That's fine for the time being. I should move some of these spearmen further north. This is a lot of spearmen. These guys cost a bit, so I could spread them out a bit, because I don't think we need all of these guys here. Maybe we should move like 3 of them up to Iron Bruges to reinforce. For the time being, yeah, let's just get a mustering all here. Let's just get some basic infrastructure. Iron Bruges is picking up a fortress. That'll do for the time being. Pesant Twerp is looking in good shape. That's a large city. It's got its warehouses. It's got its paved roads. That should be making good money. Yeah, that's on its way to making 1,500 florins a turn soon. Good. That works for me. Let's get a ship right there. That would just be a nice thing to have there. Beautiful. And that's pretty much all our money gone. So, main concern now. Ooh, that's a lot of unhappiness in Hamburg. Any chance I could send something from? Yeah, I'm sending just something up from... How can you not get there in 1 turn? You're flipping scouts. Moving around fast is your job. Literally your one job. Alright, fine, whatever. Okay. But also, yeah, Poland. The end of this turn, that's it. The Pope basically says, alright, you're cool. Well, the Pope doesn't officially say, it's alright, you're cool, go back to war now. But the Pope will basically say, okay, I'm not going to excommunicate you if you do. So, it'll be very worth watching whether Poland immediately return to a war footing, whether France attacks me, and what else have we got? Ah, yes, and whether the Hungarians continue their never-ending war to take land off the Imperials. Please just go for Nuremberg again. It would be hilarious. Or, actually, what's down here in... No, Innsbruck is actually pretty well guarded. Don't go for Innsbruck. Just head back north to Nuremberg, damn it. It will be hilarious. So, the French messengers continue on their journey. That assassin heads away from me. Ah, but more coming down as well. Yeah, I'm going to keep my assassin floating around in this part of the world because I'm concerned that more assassins are floating around. We've got, yep, there's a spy there. Fine, we've got plenty of troops. We're holding the bridge to the north. Question now is, what are the French armies planning to do? They're continuing to head south. But, like we saw with Poland, they don't always just attack straight away. They may often, like, cluster and wait for reinforcements. Oh. You gonna do it? No. No, they're not. And that small force there is backing off. Possibly it knows the reinforcements are coming. Ah, but we've got more coming in yet. The force that did have its eye on Bern might be heading through the mountains, heading straight for Milan. Okay, and some forces are backing off. Possibly towards Metz. Okay, that's fine. Metz is defensible. We can hold Metz. That's not a problem. Okay, Metz is absolutely fine. It may just be a castle. We've got a lot of troops there. They're going to struggle to get past the wall defences. Now, the Imperials desperately throwing together more armies around Nuremberg, but look, there's very little here. And they've got one army hidden in the woods there, but it's a battered one. It's already lost against the Hungarians once. More coming in. Heading over there to Bern. Build some roads in Bern down. It's just downright messy that it's still a settlement that doesn't actually have any flipping roads on it. Reinforcements coming in from Frankfurt. Reinforcements coming in from Bern. At this point, just odd units one time are just being thrown around, desperately trying to hold Nuremberg. Nuremberg does not want to be... And there's the Spanish again. They're still heading further north, possibly to join up with the flipping catapults that are just up there by the English fortress. God only knows why, but the Spanish have decided, like the Portuguese, their future lies north. Really, really north, for no well-explained reason. And, oh, what was that? Hang on, was that the... I think the Sicilians just attacked the Papal States fleet. Darn it, they moved it out of the way. Boo. That's a shame. Still, on the plus side, I don't think the Sicilians are getting reconciled anytime soon. In all fairness, they've lost Naples and they've just attacked the Pope's fleet. I feel like, yeah, at this point they're just staying excommunicated for a bit. Now, more Russian forces heading north, possibly just trying to deal with rebels. That's fine. Heading even further north, in fact. Good. That means we can go and take, hopefully, Bulgar and knock it out before anything goes too badly wrong or before too many troops can actually get over there and reinforce it. Moore's just bumbling around. Big fleets, but... don't really know what they're doing. I've killed a lot of their ballista recently, so it's fine. Egypt's still heading around too. Wouldn't surprise me if they sued for peace. They're down to one territory. Oh, there's one army there. Okay, fine. We may need to defend Aleppo against that one army. Who knows? But I think we should be able to pretty easily. We've got good troops there, and hopefully by next turn we should be in a position to do a tiny bit of... Okay, the English heading north again. Possibly they're worried by the fact Scotland are actually on the warpath, having taken Dublin. Albeit they didn't take Dublin off the English. They took Dublin off the Portuguese, because God only knows what Portugal are. I don't know what Portugal are doing. I'm not sure Portugal knows what Portugal are doing either, because now they're heading back down south again. Are you about to actually take... I thought he was about to give battle to that one crappy Spanish unit. Possibly he was. Who bloody knows, eh? So, Polish fleet heading in that direction. And, okay... what are you guys? No movement. And the Hungarians bumming around. Reinforcements piling in. That's a big old army. No, don't back off. Charge. Charge forward. You've got them on the ropes. No, sadly, they're hanging out in their own territory. I think they're just rebuilding for the time being. They've just slapped down an extra watchtower. Papal States just wandering around, having a nice chat with everyone. Don't think they're going to be doing much, to be honest. More merchants coming north. Can keep killing them for 500 a go. The Pope doesn't necessarily like it, but it's not actually a hostile act, so there's not much you can do about it, really. It's just business, Popey. And, oh dear, the Mongols are heading south. Actually, they're heading south in a good way. They're heading south that looks like they're going to follow the road straight south, probably, to Mosul. Now, if they just follow the road straight down to Mosul, that works for me. Because, yeah, straight down to Mosul means they'll be clearing out all the Turks. And there's no chance that the Turks will actually be the prime beneficiaries of the Mongols coming through. Because, yeah, if you happen to just kind of get bypassed by the Mongols, they can actually be a real blessing. Because they'll clear out everyone else for you, and then you can just head round behind them. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Why is the Pope excommunicated Poland? I don't know. We've got a candidate for adoption. Actively disloyal. No, I think we can do without someone who's actively disloyal. That's a liability. What happened? What actually happened? Ooh. Did Poland attack the Papal States? Why? Why did you do that? Why would you have done that, you stupid bastards? What did you do? Did they... presumably they... No. The Papal States dogs are not under siege. I don't think I can see... That's not under siege. The Papal States fishing village. That's not under siege. How did you attack the Pope? You can't be doing no. I was about to say, surely you haven't snuck an army down to Rome or something stupid. No. Okay, they must have attacked the Pope's fleet. But, unless they got pulled into it by accident, who are Poland allied with? They're allied with the Sicilians. That's exactly what happened. The Sicilians attacked the Papal fleet because the Sicilians were already at war with the Pope, and the Polish were right there. They got pulled into the war. Oh, you stupid bastards! You came to help the Sicilians, and now you're excommunicated. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's open season on Poland. Good, good, good. Oh, everything. Everything shall now be mine. Scratch the stupid Russian plan. The Russians can just live over there. At this point, literally everything that used to belong to Poland can now fall into my hands. Admittedly, there's one hell of a battle to be done outside their capital. Possibly I should try and draw off some of their forces. If I headed down here to this here fortress, that would probably draw off their army. And with their army drawn off, my main force in Thorn could come down here and take their capital. Oh, this is just such good bloody news. We've also got a new card. No, it's another Venetian. The Venetians are doing really well. It's because they're engaging in such an active war over here against the Byzantines. They've got loads of priests in this area getting good experience over in this part of the world. So as a result, yeah, they're getting loads of priests promoted too. Which means the Papal College is a lot of Venetians and a lot of... Ooh. It's actually... It might be more Venetians than me. They've got 6. I've only got 5 cardinals. They outnumber me right now. Oh, dear. Right. And the Papal States will vote for themselves. The Imperials will almost certainly vote for... Ooh. If there was an election tomorrow, the Venetians would be the next pope. Now, that wouldn't be the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. It would be fine, but... Yeah, I'd rather have a Danish pope if I could. That would be better. Actually, speaking of which, is it time for a new crusade? No, not quite. Oh, no. It probably is. It's just I don't have enough papal favour to actually get the crusade underway. So there could be a crusade any time. And it's one that the Venetians could call. I think you can call crusades against the Byzantines. It's just the Pope generally doesn't like doing it. So I'm not sure if you can. I don't think I've ever seen one, but I think I have seen it show up as an option in circumstances where a faction is actually at war with the Byzantines, which the Venetians are. So, okay. Life suddenly getting very, very interesting indeed. Yes. We'll just reposition our spies around here. Can't help but notice the Mongols are, well... They're down here, but they're not exactly following the road, are they? They're like they want to head through more this direction, maybe towards Odessa. Keep the spies behind them. The Mongols are heading south, leaving a trail of devastation behind them. The Egyptians are on the ropes. The French are on the warpath, and it's open season on Poland. All of that coming next time, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nut, and this has been Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye. We've all learnt a valuable lesson here. When people have the zombie plague, don't allow them into confined spaces with you. We should just actually, like, use cannons. Do we have cannons? Use the cannons. Oh, they've got a big hammer. That's what the noise is. And a pirate's just rammed them. Okay, I think we're in a traffic jam on the sea.